Hello, I'm so glad that you could join us today. Today's lesson is found in the Bible, in the book of Acts, in the New Testament. Today is a story about a very wonderful woman that did a lot of wonderful things to help her community. The story takes place in the town of Joppa. Something very significant happens in this story, and we're going to read about that. The story is called Miracle in Joppa. When Jesus went back to heaven, he left many followers to continue his work. I was one of them. My name is Peter. Groups of Christians worshiped and ate together every day. These who had enough food and clothing shared with those in need. Some people sold what they owned and gave money to help others. I would like to tell you about one of Jesus' followers. She lived in the city of Joppa. Her name was Dorcas. Dorcas never was tired of doing good deeds for others, especially for poor widows and orphans. But then Dorcas became sick and died. I was preaching in a nearby city, so her friends asked me to come. When I got to the house where her body was, the widows cried and showed me what Dorcas had given them. I sent all of her friends out of the room and prayed to God to raise Dorcas. She opened her eyes and sat up. God had made her alive again. I took Dorcas by the hand and helped her to her feet. My friends laughed and cried and hugged Dorcas. Before long, the women were busy planning their next project to help the poor. The wonderful news that God had healed Dorcas spread all over Joppa. It helped many people believe in Jesus and become Christians. That is the story. Dorcas, she would help and make coats for people and things to put on their head. And she was just a very, very helpful person. And when she became sick and died, her friends were very, very sad. They were going to miss her so much and all the wonderful things that she did. But God blessed Peter and helped him to raise her from the dead. The verse that this story is found in, or the memory verse actually, something that we can help remember the story by, is found in the book of Acts also. In chapter 2 and verse 44, it says, all the believers were together and had everything in common. They worked together. They did many things to help to show people who Jesus Christ was. She was a great helper. We can be a great helper also. Try to think of something this week that you could do to help somebody with. Maybe your mom or dad needs some help around the house, or maybe your grandparents, or maybe a neighbor or somebody could use some of your help, some help from you to do something special. Use something, some gift that you have, something that you're good at to be able to help. Maybe it's just a matter of just picking up and helping out. But we can also share other things too with people. It says God's gifts are for sharing. The gifts that God blesses us with, we're not to keep them ourselves. We're to share them with other people. Maybe we have lots of food that we could share with someone. Or we had our friends that we could go and encourage and make them feel better. Because right now it's kind of hard out there. Clothes, maybe we have some extra clothes that we could share with people. Family, maybe we could spend time with our family. What about toys? I'm sure we have lots of toys that we could share with other people. And especially time. People love to spend time with other people, just to encourage them and to listen and just to have fun. So this story this week is about a lady named Dorcas. And it talked about the great things that she did as a Christian and how she loved to help other people. And we as Christians, we need to be able to help other people and have that gift, that friendship, and that way that we can give to people too, by doing many, many different things in our life. I just pray this week that you would just have a great week. I know that you probably got schoolwork a little bit to do at home, so you better get at it and get it done. Till we meet again, you have a great week. Bye.